Alina, and this channel is my channel where I'm talking about more professional topics, talking about coaching, decision-making processes, immigration, spiritual practices, and a lot of other interesting topics that I would be happy if you will subscribe and hit the bell so you will not miss my new videos and live streams. And today I have a short video I want to film. Now it's going as a live stream, but it will stay on the channel. And I want to talk a little bit about planned and unplanned or emergency immigration and what is the difference between two of those. I'm talking about psychological differences, but of course they affect everything and how fast the person will find employment, how fast the person will adapt to a new place, how fast the person will understand what are their short and long-term goals, how they will behave, how they will react to the change. It has a big difference that influences everything. Everything starts with our psychological state. And even if we're thinking about some very practical things, if we are not ready to it psychologically, of course, it will be a problem at some point. Of course, there are no problems that we cannot solve, and we need always to keep it in mind. So when I have planned immigration, things are much easier. They're not easy anyway, because it's a new country, a new culture, maybe a new language that you don't know yet, and a lot of different things that even cannot come to your mind right now that you will face and you will need to deal with when you are immigrating anywhere. But when the immigration is planned, you can read a lot. You can read a lot in advance. You can improve your language or start learning a new language if it's what needed. You will be aware if you need some special license to a place where you arrive, or your education, or just proving it with, for example, WES, WES, World's Education Service, will be enough, or you need to do some extra steps. So you have some time to learn about things, and also it's absolutely your decision. You want to immigrate, you have, I hope, you have the answers to your why questions: why to move now, why to move here, what are my goals now, what I'm starting to do, what I'm ready and not ready to do. You have time to come to a peaceful, a peace of mind, to be in peace with yourself with this decision, to have some information about a new place. You're more ready psychologically to this change that is coming. And of course, you don't know all unexpected things that will pop up during the journey, but you have this motivation and this desire to go to a place where you're moving. And it also is a very important part to know where and why, and you are more prepared psychologically, and you have less inner conflicts about this new culture, the new language, maybe the fact that you cannot work at your regular place of work. Maybe you need to step up to lower positions for a while, maybe you need to learn a new language and start with first jobs that have nothing to do with your profession at all, but you are mentally prepared to it. You have your long-term goal and you're know your whys. When we're talking about unexpected, unplanned, or emergency immigration, there are a lot of additional things that are not making this change easier. The person may have very basic to no information about the place. Where are they relocating? Where are they moving? They cannot, maybe they did not do their inner work about motivation, I'm ready to move there, I'm ready to work on at the first time at the jobs. that are not exactly my profession. I will need to learn a new language. The culture is different. What are the differences? Um, the person may maybe know anything about the new place and can experience cultural shock, and in general to be shocked that everything around them changed. They didn't plan it. Deep in their heart they want to go home, but some circumstances are not allowing it for now. For example, it can be about the refugees from Ukraine or from Afghanistan, that they had their life and their routine, and something changed so fast and so dramatically that they needed to flee from their countries. And I'm filming this video also in English in order so people that live in those countries where refugees are coming when they're running from war or from, I don't know, some natural disasters, it will help you to understand them better, why sometimes their reactions are not that much like logical and make not much sense, why they don't understand basic things, why they have so much inner conflicts, why, for example, when the war in Ukraine started, I started to volunteer, and then I decided that I want to dedicate at least few years of my work to the refugees, supporting them. So I went to work to a place where I'm working with refugees right now. And both when I was volunteering and when I'm working, I see that they have a lot of inner conflicts, and sometimes people cannot understand why they cannot start working, for example, as a lawyer or as a doctor from day one when they arrive to a new country. Why do they need those license? Why everything is so different? And they have a lot of additional stress and misunderstandings. Some of them are trying to work remotely with their businesses from their home countries, and they understand that the pay that is good for their country in a new country is not enough for basic needs, so they need to close their businesses, even if theoretically it's possible to work remotely, but it makes no sense in a financial point of view. And there's so much different things going on that need to be considered, and that things happen so fast that people did not have time to get ready to this change, to prepare themselves mentally, and they need to do it after their arrival. That's why you can hear very unlogical things. You can see that they cannot understand what do you mean, what do you suggest. Even if you speak the same language, they don't understand you, and they're telling you things that sound like nonsense, and you think that maybe the person is not smart, or the person is not friendly, or the person is aggressive, and the person is lacking some, I don't know, social skills, or you can have different, maybe unpleasant feelings from first interaction with people that are refugees, or people that have an unplanned immigration. But what I want to say about it, that often it comes just from a shock, and just we need to step up and to give those people some time to adjust, to understand, and to come to their inner like balance and peace. And they need to come to some inner agreement with themselves, and they did not have this time before they arrived to a new country. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I think it may be useful and helpful to understand what are people that are having unplanned emergency immigration, and my heart and support goes with them. It's extremely hard, and anyway, if you are one of those people, what I want to recommend you is try to learn about new place, try to talk to people that live there for a while, and more listen than explain them what do you want and how it worked in your country where you're coming from. I deeply believe it will help you to understand more what is happening. And I know that this is hard, but maybe for some time, maybe you will need to consider some temporary employment and then find your way how to improve your language skills, how to receive local license if you need a local license and your diploma is not enough. Sometimes you can find a short course that will help you to find employment in a more relevant, at least field that is close to your professional interests. But be open to meet the locals or people that are also immigrants from even your home country but live there for a while. Listen, what did they do? What do they recommend? Of course, listen to those that are successful, because all immigration, there are many people that immigration from each country to other countries. Some of them like had successful immigration, and some of them had less successful immigration when they're still very closed in a community of newcomers, even if they live in that country for many years. They didn't learn the language. So those are people that I recommend listen to them a little bit less, let's say, or even less. And people that learn the language, they have some interesting jobs, or they receive local education. Those people that I would recommend to listen. Also, many countries have different social help, different resettlement agencies, different organizations, non-profits that help newcomers. Please try to search for those organizations and look what services can they offer you and help you on your journey, because sometimes there are a lot of free services that are provided by non-profits that help newcomers, and especially refugees and emergency immigration cases. I know it's a big topic and a lot can be said, but this is what I wanted to say in this video. If you have questions, please leave them in a comment section, and maybe I will do another video just answers and questions and answers, questions and answers. So yeah, it's a lot to cover, but let's start from this and let's see where does it take us. So thank you for watching. I wish you a lot of good luck and a great day. Please subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to ring the bell and to put like. It will help this video to be seen by many people, and maybe it will help to someone else. Have a great day. Bye bye.